But you know, when I was young, I used to worship too. Me and one of my homeboys from the Bahamas. You see, you go into a party or you go into a club or one of them dirty, stink little basement parties. Those were the best. And then the song comes on. Jam sus e bina di bantam na prayer. Jam stop run is the John and then we up here. And then you start banging on the heater. Oh man, I love this song. It's spiritual. What do I know about robbing a bank? You know, like when you watch a movie and then you swear you could fight afterwards, and you come out of the movie and you think you got moves, and you forget you're fat and you're old. But what happened? You got caught up in a fantasy. And sometimes fantasies connect to our emotions. We all want to be a hero. And when we watch the movie, we're like 10 mans are like, all right, guys, we're going to rush the bad guys. We're not all going to make it. But this is important. You're like, yes, let's rush the bad guy. And then you come out of the movie and realize it was only a high. You're vicariously living, but it's not real. Because when you really rush bad guys, guess what? Some of you get killed. And then you start thinking, well, I can't rush bad guys. I have a wife. I have a mortgage. And so a lot of what we get into at church is emotionalism, and we say it's worship for the most part, but what we're actually worshiping is us. And then we leave as consumers if we're not satisfied, and we say, well, you know, the worship just didn't touch me today. Some people need to be touched. Or they'll say, you know, the sermon really didn't connect with me today. I didn't feel fat. Maybe it's because you're fat from the last 8 months. And we forget that the scripture talks about stuff like this. Work. Somebody's going to get theological here and say, Pastor Trevor, we're not saved by works. We're saved by grace. Yes, as we are. But this scripture, it says, work hard to show the results of your salvation. This scripture is not talking about salvation. It's talking about the results of your salvation, which is actually your sanctification. And how do you work out your sanctification? By obeying God with deep reverence and fear. For God is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases Him. You see, many of us, we are so into pleasing ourselves, we don't realize that there is an obligation to please one greater than ourselves. And this is so difficult for us, especially when the Jesus you've been taught about is a Jesus in your own self-interest. A Jesus who will bless you and your family. A Jesus who will take you off the drugs. A Jesus who will give you a man. And we serve that Jesus with all our heart. Jesus, you're the center of it all. But you're the center of it all.